Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. My name is Dylan, and I'm doing a VR for my friend Adam from Splendid Sports. He wanted us to show some cards and talk about some players with incredible arms. So riflemen, he called them. And so I've been digging through my collection and thinking about this and how I wanted to approach it. I've never thought about players like that. Never in my life have I thought about, wow, who has an incredible arm. I never thought that. It just never crossed my mind. And I love it. You love plays at home like that. But with that said, for me, I went on Wikipedia and checked out the list of the best all-time put-out artists of all time. And they have a list going from the outfield. So what I did was based off of that list, I went through and found guys on here. Now, some guys I just wanted to show the card. Some guys I was blown away they made the list, and I had no idea, and it just kind of solidified my collecting of his cards. Just cards that I just saw that I was like, man, I hope he's on the list. I want to share this card again or share this for the first time. So without wasting any more time, I'm not going to say the exact order they are on the list. I just don't have that memorized, and I didn't want to read off of a script. So I put them in order. So all these guys are from, I think this first one is number 65 on the list. And then everyone above that is better and better. And I have number 1 on the list at the end, so you'll see. So all-time putouts, and this is around 4,000, and he's number 65 on the list, I believe, off the top of my head. Duke Snyder, I got a 1950 Bowman, and this is a PSA 9 OC. You guys know I don't collect off-centered cards anymore, but I am never going to sell this card here. This is just like one of those examples of a card you just never think you'd ever own, because it looks like it came right out of a pack from 1950. And this is an iconic image and one of the Duke's best cards. And I was so stoked I'm so stoked when I got this thing a couple years ago. I shared this before, and I love pulling it out and looking at it. So that is the worst guy on the list from 65 and up. Next guy, I'm going to cover Hank Aaron slowly. Next guy on the list was another guy. I was so stoked to see him on the list, and you guys know how I feel about him. Sam Rice. This is a 1934 through 36 Diamond Stars, number 32, graded SGC 3. Love this card. And Sam Rice, yeah, he was like number 30-something on the list in that. Somewhere around there. But Sam Rice, if you guys don't know his story, it's an incredible story. I mean, he lost his entire family in a windstorm and never mentioned it to his wife that he ended up with until I believe it was the Hall of Fame induction, and somebody asked him a question and he brought the family up. So it just awesome. So awesome guy, overcame so much tragedy and became one of the greatest baseball players to ever live. So Sam Rice right here. Always love looking at this card, and it's from such an awesome set. All right, next guy on the list is another one you never think you'd ever own, and I would have never guessed he was on the list either. And this is a 1935 Gaudy number 110 Goose Goslin. Another awesome looking card. Oh, man, it's just insane. These cards right here, I never thought I'd have these types, from the Gaudy set. And then back in like 2006, me and my buddy started to pull them out of packs, and we started to just love them. So I started buying them on my own, separate. It was just, I love these things. The first one I ever bought was a common player. I still have it. Oral Hillenbrand, I believe. Oh, I just love it. All right, we'll move on. I could just stare at those all day. I'll go a little quicker. Okay, the next guy, Ooh, I was really stoked to see this card again. Jim Edmonds, 1993 Topps card, number 799. Just a really awesome rookie card. It's just a really cool card. I got a couple of these, actually. I think I have 2 of these. I've had this thing forever. Next one on the list, Dave Winfield. And this is one that I did a trade with Jason, Fisher Bike, shout out. Just how awesome the community is, right? More awesomeness. And this is a 1-of-1 Topps buyback. They stamped it, autograph from a Topps archive. I think those signature boxes. I love how these are in case too. So I'm really starting to kind of collect these. I really love it. And the Topps Now, or not the Topps Now, but the project ones that come with cases. I really like those. All right, next guy on the list is none other than Ken Griffey Jr. This is his 1990 Leaf, which just brings back so many memories. And this card in particular, I actually got this graded from a set my dad got me from when I must have been 10 years old or 11 years old. And I got this card, and Frank Thomas is not on the list, but I wanted to share it because I sent both these cards in. These are the ones I talk about. See the serial numbers? Back in 98 or 97 or 99, anywhere in that zone. These are the first graded cards I ever had because I sent them in. And I sent in 4 cards. And I have the other one. I have one of the other ones. But yeah, just awesome. Ken Griffey Jr. I don't own that many Ken Griffey Jr. cards, believe it or not. Loved him growing up, but I just don't collect a bunch of his cards. I have all the rookies, but nothing like crazy special. Next guy on the list, I think he's number 2 or 3. You can double check. Ricky Henderson. And look at this card. 1981 Donruss, second year. I've showed this card before. This might be my second favorite Ricky Henderson card as far as his playing day or his like vintage style cards go, because I have another Ricky Henderson, the Elite Legends card, which is just insane. But look at this thing. I love Donruss. I love 81. I love this card. So there you have it. And then, last but not least, just number 1 all-time put-outs, none other than Willie Mays. And this happens to be his 1954 Topps card and his MVP season. So this goes in my MVP set from 1975 Topps that you guys know I've been working on. So I haven't been sharing my updates on those because I'm stuck on one right now. It's the Joe Torre. So I've been scooping up anything I can find. And this thing came up and I was really stoked on this. And buying this saved me a lot of money. Paid $360, and there's no creases anywhere. There are dinged corners and just a little bit of snowing. But I was, the centering on this. Oh man, I was so stoked to have this. I mean, I just wanted to rip my wall down when I got it and put it up next to the Hank Aaron and Ernie Banks, but I didn't. I put it in the binder with the MVPs because I'm working on that, and I was so glad to have this thing. Oh, man, Willie Mays. Enough said about Willie Mays. He's just incredible. Look at this card. So sick. Okay. Yep, that's the guy right there, number 1. And then, you know what I wanted to share? Check this out. I was over at a friend's house. I talk about him all the time. Actually, let me grab a picture of him. I got it right here. He's a guy I bought a bunch of cards from. We used to go to card shows together. Not together, but I'd see him there, and we were arguing over the same cards. We always wanted to buy the same stuff. We came to a truth. She collected Babe Ruth and Clemente, so I let him buy all those, and I'd get everything else. But now he's selling his collection. So this is my buddy Ernest, and he's come over here. I've talked about him numerous times on my show. And I've been buying his collection from him over the years. Probably 2-3 years now he's been selling his cards. And I went over to his house and spent like 5 hours over there helping him price out his PSA. He has a bunch of graded cards, Clemente rookies, and I was pricing them out for him because he's going to try and sell them. I wasn't interested in them, but I wanted to help him out. He's just an awesome guy. So I went and he had this room. He had this little sick collection room. I had no idea, and I videoed it. It's insane. I just don't know if he wants me to share it, but it was so sick, so special. And he gave me some cards that were tagged on his wall, but then he gave me this as well. It's a photocopy, but I was so stoked he gave it to me. This is Roberto Clemente's final hit, his 3,000th hit game. And I bring this up because Clemente is also on the list of one of the greatest arms ever. And this is the scorecard from that. So I was so stoked when he gave me this. I had never seen this before, and he had it on his wall. And this is Clemente. He actually signed that right there, not this exact paper, but I'm not sure. He was telling me a story, and I was videoing, and then it cut out. But I think that Clemente is the only guy who was allowed to sign his own name. And I'm not sure the reason behind that, but maybe because he was a superstar. But yeah, there you go, you guys. That's what I wanted to share tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all these epic cards and talking about, these guys. It's fun to come across guys that you collect for a long time. Like Sam Rice was such a surprise for me to see on that list. And I collect Sam Rice's cards because of his story that I've read about. And he's an insane ball player. But to see him on a list of top 100 of all time, in the top 40, like above even Babe Ruth, it's not like Babe Ruth played the outfield a whole bunch, but regardless, like there's so many guys, Ted Williams, he's above. So it's just awesome to see that. It was really fun. So Adam, thanks for doing this. And thanks for teaming up with me to turn back the clock and just being an awesome friend. I've been having a blast getting to know you the last year. And I want, everyone to go check out your channel because it's awesome. And your podcast is incredible. So thanks so much, everybody, for watching. And we'll catch you guys soon.